Three-quarters of the way from Milford Sound to Wanaka. We've stopped in a small town called Arrowtown, which is pretty historic. It's a really, really small town. It's got about one street. It's all mining. The Otago region is all mining. So we did do a little bit of this when we went to the shanty town in a couple of vlogs ago.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna just stroll through Arrowtown and see exactly what it has to offer. Are we having fun yet? They're clearly cashing on the whole tourism thing, because it's all just shopping and like little trinkets and, you know, souvenirs and stuff like that. So 120 years ago, this would be a pretty cool place to be. I'd like to order for delivery, please. A beef noodle stew, 6 broccolinis, a pair of lamb testicles, 1 large goblet of lobster urine, 6 dozen nuggets. All right, Jess, what did you think of little tiny Arrowtown here? It's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's good. Was it exactly what you were expecting?
Pretty much. One street of storefronts.
Let's get to Wanaka so we can set up camp and we can eat some food and chill out. Stopped at this amazing viewpoint, but I only have the GoPro, so it doesn't really capture everything, to be quite honest with you. Tires are great, they've been working out real well. For those of you guys that have been watching the vlog, you know that we changed a bunch of tires in Dunedin. Red Dead Redemption has done us well. If you don't know by now, this is the name that we call our wonderful red car here, due to the fact that Jess and I both love the video game so much. So the next leg of our trip is gonna be Wanaka, which we're in right now, to Christchurch. Before we go to Christchurch today, which is gonna be about a 5-hour drive, this is probably gonna be one of the longer trips, so we'll see if we'll be doing a whole heck of a lot of filming. Christchurch is probably going to be one of the last installments of the road trip of New Zealand. If you're a new subscriber and haven't seen the 10 before this or whatnot, go check it out, because we have had quite the adventure. Before we go to Christchurch, we're going to walk around Wanaka, probably grab a mince pie and grab a coffee before we get started here. So that's what we're going to do. Cool, cool, good, good, sweet, sweet. Ready to rock? This is for Jess, who loves Alice in Wonderland.
Obsessed.
So apparently the meat pie shop has won a bunch of awards, it looks like, from the outside.
It's called the Dough Bin.
The Dough Bin. Oh, Thai chicken, chili con carne, lamb and mint, mutton, chicken satay. I am in heaven, I think. I got a chicken, leek, and bacon. You got a steak and what?
Steak and cheese.
Steak and cheese.
Gonna get one more? That's good.
No, that's probably fine. I feel like Wanaka is like Queenstown's younger brother almost. It's a bit smaller. The backdrop's very, very similar. So you get snow-capped mountains and stuff like that. You still get the rolling hills, and it is kind of on a lake. It's smaller than Queenstown, but still has that bar vibe. It's pretty cool. It's quaint. So if you like small towns, definitely come to Wanaka. How is it?
So effing good. Very good.
Hey Jess, what's your biggest pet peeve? Biggest pet peeve, yeah.
When people walk on the wrong side of the sidewalk, or they just take up the entire sidewalk.
Or they walk really slowly?
Yeah, or they walk really slowly in front of me. Or when people flick water on me, that's seriously.
Flick water on you? Is that actually what happens?
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Really?
And then when there's like hairs that have like disconnected from my head, then they're just disgusting.
Wow, you have a lot of pet peeves.
Also, I'm so scared of stickers that have already been stuck to something else. Don't ever do that to me, because I will kill you.
Ugh. You don't...
Like if it's on an apple and somebody takes it off an apple, as it's in their hand, I want to run. Like I'm terrified. People are scared of spiders. I'm literally terrified of stickers.
I didn't really realize this was going to be a multifaceted answer, but...
Okay, but we also have... No, just kidding.
Oh man, this is it? This is the big Wanaka tree that we're... This is the big tree that we've stepped out and had to take some time away from our morning to come and check out. Oh man.
This is literally their famous tree.
This is the famous tree. Well, it is quite picturesque. It almost looks like a film production label or logo or something. You went into Wanaka a little bit to go get some food yesterday.
Yeah.
For our dinner. What's it like in Wanaka? Small town?
Yeah, it's super small town. It just had like one strip with a bunch of bars on it. That's like kind of what it drove down.
Oh yeah.
From what I saw, but
go check it out today.
I feel like all the people who were drinking at the bars last night are sleeping at this point, so.
Yeah, it is quite early right now. We vacated the premises quite early in our campsite, so. And early for us right now is like 8:30. Oh, the other thing that was a big pet peeve of mine this morning is this guy, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he wakes up and he's like stomping around the campgrounds on like a business call, like, all you gotta do is put the word lead in the little picture box to send the thing to confirm so you're not a robot. I'm like, dude, it's 6 o'clock. Go back to sleep. He's like, I know it's like Friday night back in London or wherever. He's this British guy. Anyways, that's a big pet peeve of mine for sure. Just because you can't see the human in the tent because there's a tent wall doesn't mean that it's soundproof. A few days ago I checked the kilometers on our trip, which I hadn't done in a long time. It was at like 5,100 or something, and now it's at 5,792. So over the last 2 days, we've totally just absolutely killed the driving. Like 10 hours in the last 2 days or something like that, so there you go. For quite a while. Our odometer is over 6,000 kilometers. But I've been following this person and they're driving so erratically. Literally, they brake before every single turn. Any time that there's a car that comes the opposite direction, they slam on their brakes. And then on any straightaway, they just take off. And they're definitely like going into the like oncoming lane and then going off up onto the side. So Jess thinks they're texting and driving. I think it could be that they're drunk. I'll just get a little bit closer and you guys can take a look. But on every straightaway, they just take off like 120 kilometers. So. Film, you're gonna have to film through the back. That guy literally should never have gotten his driver's license and should never be on the road. That was so scary. There were like ducks on the road. He didn't see them until way too late, and then I had to slam on my brakes. And that was just a big crap storm, if you know what I mean. We get into this little town, he pulls over, crosses into the oncoming traffic and just pulls over and parks like the opposite way that you're supposed to park. There are people talking about bad drivers here in New Zealand, but that was, yeah, something else. We are here in Christchurch. It's one of our last stops. So we're gonna walk around today. It's extremely overcast and I had an absolute massive allergy attack last night. Pretty sure that my allergy medication that I took is like 1 tablet per adult per day. I think I just drained the pack, so hopefully I'll start feeling pretty good in a matter of minutes here. We're just gonna check out some of the buildings and the scenery, and then we'll be on our last leg of the trip. To get to the mount, we have to drive through Taupo again, and obviously have to go through Wellington. Where else? Palmerston North. Maybe the Tongariro National Park, Picton, we have to do the ferry, all that stuff we've already done. So this is one of the last original stops. Okay, here we go. No, I'm okay, thanks. I think it's too sweet for me. How is it?
So good.
I think we've been to every single museum in New Zealand, in every major city, in Auckland, in Wellington, and now in Christchurch, and probably a few in between as well. But it was cool. More, obviously, Maori culture. There was like a little replica of what Christchurch used to look like a little street and avenue and stuff. A horse statue, a bicycle. They had little statuettes of ships where immigrants would come and work in the mines and stuff like that. So coal mining and gold panning and stuff like that. Obviously, New Zealand was a destination point for trades like that and for things like that. So.
Delivery, please. I'll have 700 pounds of sushi and sashimi. Thank you, bye.
This isn't even funny anymore. Now we're gonna go to the art gallery, and then after that, we might go to a market. We might stay for the Christmas parade, or we might just take off and go to Picton. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. In a lot of major cities, you know, you can like rent bikes and stuff, car to go, and you can pick it up somewhere in town and then drop it off in another place. Here it's like electric scooters. They're like green electric scooters that everyone, like razors almost, you know, that everyone just cruises around in, which I find pretty interesting. Something a bit different here in Christchurch. Apparently it's been super overcast for like the last week or so. We pulled into Christchurch yesterday and it was pretty decent, but the weather has been really dull, the lighting is dull, and it's very overcast. So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna go to the art gallery. Alright guys, we weren't allowed to do any filming in there. We weren't allowed to have any selfie sticks or gorilla pods or anything, but that didn't stop me from pulling my camera out and just doing a little footage of my favorite picture in there. I was also able to capture a couple other things too, but we're gonna we are gonna go grab some sushi and then we are on our way to Picton. So that is it for Christchurch. It was a real quick in and out, and it's starting to rain, so I gotta put my camera away. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to hit subscribe and like the video if you enjoy it and you're enjoying the journey so far. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned, more adventures to come. Peace.